Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ohio Football Talk. Today, we're going to be talking Ohio State and Minnesota, the 45-31 win for the Buckeyes on Thursday Night Football. Now, this game was interesting. If you're a Buckeyes fan, you came out, you score. I believe on Ohio State's opening drive, we went down, we scored, and after that, the offense was pretty much just the run game for the whole rest of the first half. And Minnesota gets an interception. They go down the field, they score, they convert a 4th and 1 in their own territory that turns into a 50-yard run for Ibrahim. Ibrahim. He is an amazing player. And let me tell you what, I believe Minnesota will be ranked by the end of the season. They are a much better team than people give them credit for. And they played with heart. Now, obviously, the main talking point, if you're an Ohio State fan, is C.J. Stroud. How did he look in his opener against the Gophers? And the first half was pretty rough. He threw one interception, 0 touchdowns. The one touchdown we did have was a 70-yard run by Mayan Williams, who had, frankly, an amazing day. And C.J. Stroud looked a little rattled. He overthrew some deep throws. He was getting pressure by the defense. He looked like maybe he just wasn't ready. And then the second half started. And C.J. Stroud proved, yeah, I'm ready. He went 5 for 8 in the second half, threw for 236 yards, 4 touchdowns. He was incredibly efficient in the second half. Our running game maintained its status. You got Travion Henderson. He went for 85 total yards from scrimmage, 70 yards screen pass, 2 carries for 15 yards. So he had really a nice debut, and I think Travion Henderson should be featured more. I mean, if he is that dude, put him in there. Let him run the rock. Mayan Williams, I think, should be second there because Mayan, he's just a beast in all aspects. He's a much larger runner in terms of his legs. He's got strong legs. They call him the meatball for a reason, right? 9 carries, 125 yards for 13.9 average. He had the 170-yard run for the touchdown. You got Master Teague. He had 6 carries for 29 yards, 4.8 average. I'm sorry, Buckeye fans, but I've never been a huge fan of Master Teague. Just like whenever Sermon went down in the championship against Alabama, Master Teague just seems like he's sort of a just straightforward running back. He doesn't do a ton of the cuts and stuff. I don't know. I feel more confident in the abilities of Travion Henderson or Mayan Williams. Now we'll go ahead and flip over to Minnesota. We had Tanner Morgan going 14 of 25 for 205 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Minnesota, they played very clean football. Mohamed Ibrahim, 30 carries for 163 and a 5.4 average. He had 2 touchdowns for them. I mean, just incredible. Just incredible. Ibrahim, he is that dude for Minnesota. And I pray that his injury is not serious because I still think we would have won the game even if he did get injured. Granted, we went up 14 at the end. We had the ball. Chances are we could have scored 52 there if we needed to. But Mohamed Ibrahim, man, that guy, he will probably be a first round pick, if not a early second round pick. I mean, he is going to make somebody's NFL team very happy because he is a very versatile back, great jump cuts, he's shifty, he's got speed, he's really got a lot of things that I'm excited about in terms of Travion Henderson. He's more polished. He's had a lot of experience. Now we'll talk. Daniel Jackson, receiver for Minnesota, got three receptions, 58 yards. Dylan Wright, 5 receptions, 57 yards, 11.4 average. He had an incredible end zone catch. I gotta give Minnesota credit. That was an incredible catch in the end zone. I don't know how he held on to that ball, but that was incredible. Now we'll go to the overall stats. Total yards. Ohio State had 495 versus Minnesota's 408. Now Ohio State's defense, we gotta do better on that side of the ball. 408 yards to Minnesota. That's quite a bit, especially the rushing stats. Ohio State had 201, Minnesota at 203. Passing yards is where Ohio State really separated themselves, 294 to 205, and yards per play especially was where Ohio State separated themselves. 10.3 yards per play to Minnesota's 5.4. Minnesota had actually 24 first downs to Ohio State's 17, and Minnesota almost ran double the plays of us. They ran 75 plays to Ohio State's 48, and quite honestly, Minnesota, they put up good stats against us. We had the same amount of penalties for almost identical yards. The only difference is they lost 2 fumbles. We had 1 interception, so we won the turnover battle. Time of possession, though, the Gophers at almost 40 minutes and Ohio State at 21 minutes. That is a huge, huge difference. Minnesota dominated time of possession. They dominated total plays. They dominated first downs. They even had a better third down efficiency than we did. And overall, you would look at these stats and you would think that this game would be less scoring than what it was. But the yards per play is the huge difference for Ohio State. 10.3 yards per play. And that's because of those deep shots to Chris Olave, the long runs from Travion Henderson, from Mayan Williams, Garrett Wilson. We had all sorts of house call plays that really make you excited about what this offense can do. You think, man, if that second half team is what shows up week in and week out, we're putting 45 on almost everybody. Now, maybe not Georgia's defense as we saw against Clemson, but I still think we could put easily over 20 on Georgia's defense. So, overall, as an Ohio State fan, you're looking at this and you want to see some more from Stroud. I think we saw Stroud grow up right in front of our very eyes. He landed some of those deep balls. Now, granted, it was raining. It was his first ever time throwing the ball as a starting quarterback. He's never completed a pass as a starter in the NFL. So, hats off to him for battling it out and keeping his head up. I mean, 5 of 8 for 236. Whew, that's a lot. So, this defense, they got to iron some things out, but they got a lot of new players on that. The secondary there, I think this team could definitely grow up. They got a lot of skill position players. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video if you disliked it. Dislike the video if you disliked it. I will see you guys on the next football talk. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.